Yes, pipe smokers. It's Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York. And so today I'm smoking my son's XL 24. Yeah, Peterson XL 24 with some oh, amazing vanilla custard. And yes, my hair is discombobulated again. In fact, I have this black mark going across my forehead from the welding helmet that I adorned all day. And yesterday I couldn't see when I was welding. My glasses are kind of scratched up. These are prescription glasses, and they're bifocals. So the very lower part is where I look down, and I was using a small welding helmet that only had a window about that big. And I was talking to one of my buddies who's a very experienced welder, and he's like, "Well, try this one. It's a $250 welding helmet." Man, that made all the difference. I could see. So I ran lines of weld all day long on practice sheets of stainless steel. Uh, Went pretty good. My eyes are a bit tired after doing that for 8 hours today. Mm. Went to bed early last night, about 8 p.m. Woke up this morning to three messages from my girl saying, "How was your day?" Which I was asleep, so I couldn't answer. And then she texted something else, "So you're not going to talk to me?" And then texted something else later on. "Well, I'll always love you and care about you." And I woke up this morning and I was like, all right, I got to let her off the hook a little bit. I've already apologized and everything. I've gone as far as I can go with it. But I won't stand for this drama, arguing. So it's like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't get your text messages till this morning." And I sent it. I says I went to bed at 8 o'clock. Sent it to her. Hmm. Then I got into work. I was like, "Well, good morning, baby. I love you, miss you. Hope you're doing good." And she texted me a couple times during the day, tried to call me on my lunch hour. I didn't answer. Mm. In a relationship, you just can't be held hostage. In a relationship, if you make a mistake and you go to every means that you have available to you to make amends, and it just isn't good enough, and they just want to torture and argue with you, it's not worth it. It's, I'm too old for that bullshit. Plus, I'm a laid back guy. I just don't want to argue. So I'm just going to let it sit where it is. I'm sure it'll all work out. If she loves me, it'll all work out. If, you know, she just wants me for, well, she's not materialistic or anything. Actually, she does enjoy her wine a lot. And so she was drinking it out of a coffee cup for a while at my house, and I was like, we're going to change that. So I ordered a couple of very expensive wine glasses. They were about $40 a wine glass, which, they're not Baccarats or anything like that. But, they're really nice crystal wine glasses. And she was like, oh, send them back. I'm not materialistic. I'm fine with a coffee cup. I was like, nah, no woman that I love is going to drink wine out of a coffee cup. You got to have a good glass. And wine does taste a lot better out of a nice crystal glass. So we'll see what happens. Ah, yes. Hmm. But at 56 years old, if you screw up, all right, it's not like I cheated on her or anything. I'd never do that. She's a wonderful lady, but, and it's really the first time she's gotten angry with me. But she's going through a lot. Her mom's in the hospital with all kinds of problems, and she's got two kids she's raising as a single mom on her own. Well, they're not kids, they're 18 and 22 years old, so. But that's a lot of work, and plus she's working a full-time job. So I do have to cut her a little slack. But I'm just going to let it rest. I'm not going to chase it, well, it is what it is. What do you guys think? You think she'll come around? I do. Yeah, well. So tomorrow I start my third day of welding training. And these glasses are so scratched up. I went and just bought some cheapo $10 reading glasses that I'll be able to see. Because if your glasses are scratched up and you can't see super clearly, you can't weld. And I was doing pretty good without seeing too good. Been watching YouTube videos on the type of welding that I'm being trained for right now. There's actually 4 different types of welding. There's TIG welding, which I'm learning right now, which I don't know why they're teaching me that first, because I looked it up on the internet and it said you should start with MIG welding. The reason is MIG welding just has a gun. You pull the trigger and bzzz, the weld comes right out of the gun. And it's much easier to do. But the job that they want me to do requires TIG welding, not MIG welding. MIG welding is where you have a torch, you make an arc with the torch, you have a piece of wire, excuse me, and you have to go down at a certain speed and so forth, and so it's a little more advanced type of welding. Sorry about that. Thank you for those who said God bless you. So Then there's gas welding and stick welding, which I won't get into. I'll probably never do stick welding. Most everything today is MIG and TIG welding. And this pipe is an awesome Peterson pipe. Oh my gosh. Doesn't overheat, nothing. You can smoke anything in this. Yeah. I love this vanilla custard. I know I've said it 100 times. I seem to be stuck on 282 subscribers. Haven't lost any, but haven't gained any in a few days. Cheers. Meanwhile, my friend Dale Piper from the UK, who sometimes won't make a video for a month, is like producing like 4 or 5 videos in the last 2 days. I gotta sit down and watch them. I'm done watching welding videos and so forth for the night. Yeah. So maybe I'll text my girl, ask her how her day was. Just tell her I wanted to pop in, check in on her. How's your mom doing? How's the kids doing? Love you. Hope you have a good night, and leave it at that. Since I only texted her like once today. After she texted me like 5 times. Non-argumentative, by the way. I step back. And when you step back and they cool down after a couple of days, sometimes they realize, ooh, I really love this guy a lot. I don't want to lose us. Maybe I better say some nice things. So, that's my little 14-minute rant. I didn't really plan on doing a little rant on Wednesday, but sometimes just got to do what you want to do. So what do you guys think? Think I'm doing the right thing with the girl there and just kind of freaking kicking back and whoa. Maybe ignoring her a little bit. Letting her cool off. Then maybe tonight poke a couple of little nice gestures in. I think I'm doing the right thing. You know, I do love her, but I'm not going to put up with any bullshit. I mean, I'm going to put up with a limited amount of bullshit. Okay? I can understand she's pissed at me because I stayed home and drank beer Sunday instead of doing what she wanted to do. But, you know, when you've done everything you can to make it right, and they just want to argue, you just got to ignore them. Just not even go there. My ex-wife and I, man, we used to have like text arguments that would go on for weeks, and it was like, God. Anyways. All right, my good friends from everywhere in the world. I want to hear about what you think about what I'm doing with my girl here. Give me some comments. I think I got it figured out, but you know, advice is always good. So that is my Wednesday night rant. I'm Paul the Pipe Guy, live from Rochester, New York. Happy pipe smoking, pipe smokers. Over and out. Yeah.